Hello and welcome to our final Summer 23 travel video. This was us after leaving South Beach State Park in Newport, Oregon at 5:40 a.m. on our way down to Alfred A. Loeb State Park in Brookings, Oregon. Along the way, we marveled at Oregon's beautiful coastline. We stopped for lunch in Coos Bay at the Seven Devils Brewery. I got the tuna, Joanna had the hummus plate, and it wasn't too long before we were at our campsite. Alright, here we are at Alfred A. Loeb State Park, and I feel like this is where we came in because we started this trip on the Russian River, and now here we are on which river?
I have no clue. I can't remember. I've seen so many rivers.
We're gonna look it up, let you know which river it is. But anyway, people out here enjoying. Alright, very nice. Tomorrow we're gonna explore Brookings a little bit. Alfred A. Loeb State Park, known simply as Loeb by the locals, is nestled in a dense grove of ancient myrtlewood trees. The parkland was acquired as a gift from the State Board of Forestry in 1958. It was a tract of 160 acres that had originally been purchased in 1948 by the Board of Forestry and Save the Myrtlewoods Incorporated. They purchased the land from Alfred A. Loeb of Portland for the purpose of protecting this outstanding example of the native myrtlewood trees. In addition to the myrtlewood trees, the park is also home to the northernmost redwood grove in the U.S., which can be found at the end of the Riverview Nature Trail. Really, our spot at Alfred A. Loeb was just the parking spot for a tent site, but we parked the van so we basically had no neighbors. We started off exploring Brookings by going to Azalea Park. We saw the Jubilation sculpture, the beautiful Chapel by the Sea, but perhaps most importantly, well, folks, we have found the Stout Mountain Garden Railroad. I used to watch videos on this all the time when I was making my railroad back in Petaluma. I think they had a boulder fall on the tracks. Pretty cool. These guys make YouTube videos often. Now look, if they have a bridge that they put in there. Water feature. So neat. I think they have a model railroad club. Pretty neat. Got 3 different lines there. Well, I always wanted to see this, and now I have. Little things in life. Obviously, I'm an amateur YouTuber, but I'll try and link some of the Stout Mountain Railway videos to this video. This is our last stop in Brookings, Oregon, before we go back to the campground. Azalea Park. Wow. Now look over there. There's the van. Alright, heading out of here. On day 2 in Brookings, we headed out from our sunny camp spot to the foggy coast, but not before we met one of the locals. Today we're in Brookings, Oregon, just walking around, taking a look at things. This is Chetco Point Park. Beautiful beach here. And they got some picnic tables there to eat. And right there is the wastewater treatment plant. Isn't that great? Alright, I'm going to walk around a little bit. Alright, we're on the trail out to the point. Cool bridge here. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got dogs. Some houses out there. These guys are having fun. And on this side, more beach. There's a lot of beach in Oregon. There's that on that side. There's that on that side. I'm going to try to get to that point. Let's see how we do. right, the edge of the world. Japan's out there somewhere. The pointiest point of the point. Amazing to think we were in Wyoming just a few days ago. Now here we are. The edge of the Pacific. Those homes look nice. Hopefully this will clear off a little bit later on. The fog. See a little more. Ooh, pelicans out there. Beautiful. Just a little further on down the trail. And here's the Voodoo Magic Point. I don't know what this is. It's pretty though. An art installation, I suppose. Let's see if there's a plaque. No, no plaque. I since learned this is called Two Rivers and the Heart of the Ocean. Out there is Chetco Point, which is where we were walking to this morning. Yeah, pretty. Beautiful. Beautiful morning. In all, Brookings has 173 acres of coastal access and all kinds of RV and tent camping. But it was time for us to pack up and head back to our home state of California for the first time in 2 weeks of traveling around the West. This was us somewhere in Northern California on the 101 and headed south to Fort Bragg in a treat. Our last night in a hotel on the trip. We stayed at the Beach House Hotel. All right, Wednesday, August 8th. We made it to Fort Bragg?
Yes, and
Fort
everything's
Bragg.
closed on Wednesday.
Everything's closed on Wednesday, which isn't good. Let's go to the road over there. Thanks. We didn't push the button. Let's go. Oh, thank you. Anyway. Here's Fort Bragg. I'll show you where we're staying when we get there. Not camping tonight. How are you feeling about that? That's good, right? Not camping? All right. How would you really feel about another night camping, Joanna? We had a nice night in Fort Bragg, and pretty soon it was time for us to check in to our hotel. Alrighty, here we are in Fort Bragg, and this is the room. Very nice. Plenty of space. It's the beach house. Working on the bridge over there. Nice little view of the pond. After 5 nights at the camper, 1 night in a hotel. Not bad. Tomorrow we are on to Carmel for our last night of the trip. Alright, good night everyone. The next morning was nice and sunny and gave us a chance to see a few more sights of Fort Bragg before heading down the coast to Carmel. The drive to Carmel was beautiful and made us feel like there's no place like home, no matter where home happens to be. When we finally got to Carmel at our last campsite, we toasted the trip and ourselves for all we had seen and done. Well, this is it. The last campsite on the last day of an 18-day trip, 3,600 miles, all the way up to Yellowstone and back. We are Carmel by the river RV park, which is 6 miles from our home. 6 miles, 6 hour drive, I should say. And there's our little campsite. And the little van that could. These things did a great job for us. And like I say, tomorrow morning we get back in the van, head back home. But this has been home for the last 3 weeks. Our little van here. So it's been a great trip. A couple of these videos came out well. Jonah's coming back. And so we'll see you all next time. Ulumaka.